Hi, I'm Mary Joan Cunningham. I'm so glad that you're here today. I want to talk about something that really can be transformative as a way to work with your brain, work with your mind, show up in the world. But I think it's a little confusing for people when they hear it, and that's gratitude. Gratitude, you think of saying thanks. Yes, that is what it comes down to. But how do you practice gratitude? And why is it important? Well, we are wired to look for problems in the world. That is what keeps humans safe as a species. That is how we evolved evolutionarily. And so we may find ourselves looking at problems, looking what I don't have, looking what need more of. Again, this comes down to this part of our brain that is scanning for what we need to feel a sense of safety. It is really hard sometimes to unwire something that has been woven into not just our brain process and the signals that are sent in the communication centers. It is also woven into our society. It is woven into a lot of our communities, and we may find ourselves feeling a state of lack, of not having enough. In the era of social media, we may feel that even more. But what is so empowering is when we feel full, is when we feel that we do have enough, when we do see what we have. And it doesn't mean we can't move in the direction of, accomplishing more, getting more, wanting more. That's okay. But there is a tender balance in our center of safety and in our heart and mind that if we don't feel like we have enough, we can feel scared. We can make decisions that are made out of fear, out of some sort of different motivation than using what we have in front of us, what we know to be true. So let's look at how to practice gratitude. There are many ways, I'm just going to say. And there's many ways I've used personally. There's many ways I have recommended to others. Others have shared with me. There's a science to practicing gratitude. Again, it's sort of getting your brain into a different state where you begin to see new opportunities. And if our brain is trained only to look like this, we are missing so much of our world. And so we want to find ways to enrich ourselves, and gratitude can be a first step in that. The easiest way I have ever found for myself is to write every night I had a stack of index cards next to my bed, and I would write 3 things that I was grateful for. That's pretty easy. Now, I took it a step further, and for a month, I did 3 things, but every night I thanked for something else. I did not repeat anything because even today, if I do a gratitude practice, I find myself saying thank you for the same things. But as you search further, you start to really explore the depths of all that you have, all that is beautiful in your life. Those things, even that can annoy us or be frustrating, we can still have gratitude for them, or see where, if we don't have gratitude, where we can build other areas and we can become more strategic with our pursuit of what to change and what is needed in our life. So, this is a way to connect more deeply with yourself, more deeply with what you really want, what you really need, instead of becoming distracted with what other people want. And this is another way to connect more with yourself. The power that comes with connecting with yourself is something that we do not harness enough, but when we do, it can create very, very positive, valuable change in our lives. So, how about for the next 5 days, have a piece of paper on the side of your bed or somewhere first thing in the morning and write 3 things you're grateful for, and don't repeat any of those things from day to day, and see where you end up. on day 5. See how you feel. See what that list looks like. You can always keep it. You can always come back to it. You can always expand it. This is our very basic first steps in practicing gratitude, and I hope it works for you. And if you have a practice you like, please share it below.